Hello and welcome to another episode of Krazy Knights. I'm your co-host Jamie McNichol, and joining me from Melbourne is David. How you going, David?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Jamie. Not a bad day here.
No, it's very sunny here too, David. We had
Yeah.
a bit of lukewarm weather. We got down to 10 degrees a couple of nights ago, but it's all good. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
But David, I just do want to say you're wearing an ISIRS t-shirt, and we're looking forward to that
Yeah.
in about 4 weeks, 5 weeks time.
It's about
Six,
it's about maybe just over 3 weeks.
yeah, over 3 weeks. And I have to say this, just to run things off, the weekend that I'm coming over, it's the election poll for the South Australian government, so I have to do a postal vote.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
it's all good. I'll vote for myself. But no, I do want to do a recap. We're not going to blash on. We're going to go straight into it. But I'm going to recap. Bruce Kulick, we want to thank Bruce Kulick for putting the last episode up, the interview, on his website as well. So go to his website and check it out. And also go to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. We have over 1,000 views already. It's only been 3 days since it's been put up. So to all the fans out there, thank you. And the last week's well, there you go, David. You're zooming in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
in your face from
That's better.
Adrenaline Mob. That song called "In Your Face."
Yeah.
It's just doing "In Your Face." But no, I do want to say this. Last week's results on our Facebook page of looking at the insights, we have reached over 27,000 people in the 1 week of postal posts, and that have been reaching out there. Great numbers, David. Great numbers.
Yeah.
We're up 7,000% from last week, so it's all good. So,
Cool.
and a milestone, David. We hit over 600 likes on our Facebook page now, so it's all good.
Sweet.
But yeah, if
Thanks,
you haven't,
everybody.
yes, thank you, everybody. And if you haven't seen our episode interview with Bruce Kulick, we encourage you to go and do that and go and check out all the other episodes that we have done. But David, we're going to jump straight into it. Yesterday, our time, about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, you and I were listening to the Eddie Trunk radio via the iHeart radio app on our internet, and we had a former KISS member, Ace Frehley, join Eddie Trunk in the last hour of his show to give us an update and breaking world exclusive news on the whereabouts of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But I want to say this before we start. What we say here may get controversial, but it's only our opinion. But we're not here to bash Ace, Peter, Gene, Paul, or so forth, so forth. We're only going to voice our opinion, and if we're right, we're right. If we're wrong, we're wrong. But we will cop the slack if it comes to us. But I do want to say this. It may get controversial by what I will say or what David say or both, but just take it as a pinch of salt. We do love the band, what it is, and so forth, so forth. But David, Ace Frehley made a comment, an announcement about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I want to ask you.
Basically, he said he and Peter were being shut out by Gene and Paul to be playing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with them. So, I mean, let's hope that can be turned around the next 6 weeks before. And they'll play, but if not, it is what it is.
It is what it is, and I do want to say this. We have been looking into it since we started talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and put our own predictions of what we'd like to see, and some of it has come to pass and some of it has not come to pass. But I do want to say this before we start anything. I'm going back onto Paul Stanley's interview last week, or a couple of weeks ago, with Classic Rock Magazine. Bruce Kulick did mention that it was a great read, and he agreed what was said in that interview of Classic Rock Magazine about how Paul is not going to be honouring the award on behalf of the Hall. He's going to be honouring among the fans, because we the fans,
honouring for all us.
We the fans were the ones that voted in this fan poll thing that was made up with Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that went towards the board members. Now, take in consideration, the board members didn't vote for KISS to be in, but the numbers spoke volumes. We were the highest rank.
Oh yeah. Well, we came in number one in the poll by for about 10 to 15,000 votes.
Yeah.
Over Nirvana. So it's.
But
they couldn't ignore it any longer after that.
Yeah. But I saying that doesn't make you more of a fan or less of a fan if Kiss would have got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Me personally, no.
No, I'll still be a fan of them until the day I fucking die.
Yep. And going on to what Paul was saying in that Classic Rock magazine, nothing has been confirmed. They don't even know who's playing. They don't know what's going on. And a matter of fact, Paul said in the Classic Rock magazine, even him himself don't know if he was going to play at all.
Yeah. I mean, to me, even if they don't play, I mean, as I said to you before, maybe they have the other bands or that paying tribute to them and playing Kiss songs and that together, and if the band don't play at all, any lineup.
Yeah.
But
what gets more a bit concerning, and there are some laugh and there's some stuff where I just want to bang my head up against the wall.
And one thing I don't agree with, people don't bother Shannon about this whole thing. I mean, she's not a member of the band.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
If you want to frickin', if you've got a grievance with it, direct it towards Gene and Paul, not Shannon. Shannon's not a member of the band. For frick's sake.
I woke up early this morning, David, and I saw exactly the same thing to you. Why in the hell would people go out their way to, one, verbally attack Shannon on her Twitter page about what was said yesterday about
and on a Facebook page too.
Yeah, well, they both linked up to one profile.
Yeah.
But seriously, fans out there, pull your head out of your ass. Seriously, because, okay, I get it. You have a favourite era or a favourite time. Yes, Kiss are going to be inducted as the four originals. That is not going to change. Me personally, I like to see all members, past and present, to be inducted. Induct the band as a whole, due to the fact that when Metallica, I'm using Metallica as an example, when they were inducted as a whole, back in 2008. Now, the Hall has their own rules and regulations of who they should induct and which members of the band should be inducted in. Clear all that out of the way and induct the band as you see. It's like AC/DC. Imagine if they just only induct the Bon Scott era, and we were talking about Dave Evans, who did the original song at the start.
Yeah, it did. They recorded a single with Dave Evans before the first AC/DC album came out. So, if AC/DC get inducted.
Exactly right. And Paul was saying about Rush, when they were inducted in, they didn't induct the original drummer. So I don't care, and I don't really care why the Hall does it, but I do care about this. If you're going to make a museum about the band when you induct the induction for the night and they get inducted into the
band, yeah,
especially with the original members. Now that era before Peter left only lasted for 6 years, so you're taking that away from a 40-year period, and then you add another 5 years from the reunion to the farewell. That's 11 years out of the 40-year anniversary, or 40 years that Kiss been around. Very minimal in my books. So to do it rightly, induct the band as a whole, because if it wasn't for Eric Carr, there wouldn't have been the Makeup era.
Eric Carr, well, people... Vinnie Vincent thinks he saved the band. Eric Carr saved them originally because, I mean, of course, Peter was the first one to leave, and he came in then. So, Eric Carr deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Of course. And so should Bruce Kulick.
Bruce Kulick deserves to be in there.
Eric Singer
deserves to be in there. The band 1991, which which would make 23 years. So since he first joined.
So, and I will go out to this to say, Tommy Say deserved to be in there because he's a workmanship. Now, I will say this.
Yeah, he's been working with Kiss since the late 80s.
Now, people are bashing on my wall since what happened that, you got two imposers playing. Okay, I get it. It's been going on for fucking 14 years now, right? About the replacements of Peter and Ace with Eric and Tommy. I get that.
Over it. Get over it.
Get over it. The thing is, I'll put it straight out there. If you were asked by Gina Paul or from Doc McGee or the management of KISS saying that we've got a tour of Japan and Australia for the farewell, Peter has left for what reason it is, whether it's money or whatever, right? But we've got to put you in makeup and costume and play the Catman. Would you do it? Now,
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Those people who say they won't do it, one, you're either lying, or two, you're full of shit. Because I can guarantee you there's plenty of drummers and guitarists out there that would die in a heartbeat to play for KISS. Right? They've got a job to do. I understand that. They've got a job. They're paid to be a hired gun, blah, blah, blah. Well, put it in more hindsight, Ace and Peter was a hired gun when they first joined the band because they auditioned for the band. It was Gene and Paul's band from the get-go. They wanted to be something bigger that no one had seen before, but I will say this.
I get where some people are saying at the start it was kind of like the equal partners type thing, but when they did come back in 1996, then it was more the hired guns type thing scenario than what it was at the start. Even because Gene and Paul had carried on with the band for so long.
Exactly.
And
And this is another thing. People are saying, oh, we want fans to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and boo the crap out of Paul and Gene. Okay. Go out there and do it, and do exactly the same thing you did to Bruce Kulick and Eric Singer at the MTV Unplugged when they rejoined the band to play with Ace and Peter, and those fans were booing Bruce and Eric in the crowd. Now, these people say they're fans of KISS. All right, go out to this Hall of Fame induction, and I will dare you, these fans that's been posting up on my wall and all over the Facebook KISS group, boo them. Do it. Go out there and do it. If that's what makes you a KISS fan, to boo Gene and Paul because of what Ace has said on Eric Trunk Radio, go and boo him. If it makes you that happy, and it makes you happy to go and assault Shannon on her Twitter page or whatnot, do it. But be prepared for the backlash that will come back at you. Go and do it. If you want to hand in your KISS Army membership, which I have heard...
and I think that's fucking ridiculous.
I've heard now that they're going to hand in their thing that they're done with KISS. Well, cool. Go and listen to One Direction and Justin Bieber. Go. We don't need you. If you want to... I understand people got their favourite era and their favourite moment and whatnot. But what about those fans that enjoy it for what it is and for who it is and the music and all that?
Above all, the music's what we fell in love with in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, all the rest of what's been happening is just politics, and I've never been cared about the freaking politics of KISS, even though we talk about it now.
Who cares about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? But I am honoured to see KISS, no matter what form, way, shape, or who's in or who's not in from KISS. I take the name of KISS and I'm saying, yes, my band is in there. Not the member, whether it's Ace, Gene, Paul, Peter, Ace, whatever. KISS is...
we still love Ace and Peter. And it's... we hope things can be worked out to a point where they do sort of go up to accept the award together, all four of them.
Well, that's the thing I want to ask you, David. Towards the end of that interview with Ace yesterday, Ace did say that he might not go to the award. Now, what's your thoughts on that? Do you blame him? Ace is your idol.
Yeah, I know he always will be.
And that's why I'm
if it's what has happened, I don't blame him. He's pissed off. He sounded really upset. I kind of, don't blame him. It happened with Van Halen, where half the Van Halen didn't turn up when they got inducted.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen with Kiss. So they do end up, Ace and Peter end up showing up. Because if Ace doesn't show up, and bet your bottom dollar Peter won't either.
Well, we haven't heard from Peter yet, but
he basically when Peter found out that Ace was going to go on Eddie's show, Gigi got in contact and said, go to the blessing, that they're in the same boat, sort of thing. So I'm sure Peter would do exactly the same thing as Ace, and it'll just be Gene and Paul.
Now, I do
going up there.
Yeah, I do want to say a couple of things, David, and then I want your opinion again. We've opened a table here, and we are talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but we are going to put a little bit of other things in, of the investigation that I have been investigating, and also some stuff that David has heard. Now, there's two things, David. One, I'm hearing that Paul has a bit of a chip on his shoulder towards mainly Peter Criss. That's just probably one of the reasons why they're not going to play with the originals as well. There's a bit of a wedge stuck in between, and that's been driven pretty deep lately than previously. And also, there's a rumour going around, and by all means, it's not from us, it's just something that I stepped across upon, that a couple of summers ago, there was a report going around saying Ace been trying to get back into the band of Kiss.
Yeah.
And this is another thing that...
I had kind of heard that rumour not that long ago, actually, that he tried to do that, but whether you believe it or not, it's another thing. As Shannon said in that message on Facebook just before, don't believe everything you read and hear about the band.
So the question I want to ask, David, do you think Eddie Trunk is driving a wedge in between this lineup of Kiss and Ace and Peter?
Who knows what Eddie's trying to do? He's got some sort of beef there with Gene and Paul.
Yeah, of course, because they won't join him on the
yeah. As I said, I'm just hoping things can be worked out in the next 6 weeks, and at least the original four go up and accept the award together. Whether they play or not, to be honest, I don't really care if they played. It'd be awesome if they did.
Yeah.
But in the end, just knowing that they're finally being recognised by the establishment is more than enough for me.
Well, the thing is, the catchphrase that mainly Gene and Paul use, the fans wanted us to play, we hear and we obey. Do you believe that statement?
Yeah, it doesn't mean that they're always going to, be with, as I said, with that lineup that made that song. But as long as the band's there, in some sort of form, I
will say this: that statement alone,
it's funny with this band how much controversy
they create
is around it. When you go to other bands that have had probably just as many lineup changes or more.
Look at the Eagle, White Snake, Deep Purple,
Megadeth.
Yep. Metallica?
Metallica haven't had as many, but yeah,
Van Halen had a lot.
There's been so much vitriol around this band and certain lineups as I've ever seen. It's in terms of ridiculous. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Kiss is Kiss. Whatever. I mean, whatever lineup.
Well, yeah, without Ace and Peter, Kiss wouldn't been around at the start. Yes, they do.
And Eric, it's something that Eric Singer said back in '95. At the convention in Melbourne, he said, "I'm here to continue on with the band, you know, and help the band continue on."
And he's still been saying that till this day, that he was trying to keep the magic alive, trying to keep the spirit alive. Whether he's playing the Catman or whatnot, he's playing a job. He's doing a role. Yeah. He's playing a role.
Yeah.
But is he copying Peter Criss?
He's a great drummer.
Yeah. People are saying, he's copying Peter Criss. No, he's fucking not. People are saying that Tommy...
He's basically... and it showed when they did the Unplugged. Peter was just playing basic beats. The basic beats. Where, I mean, he wasn't doing... Eric wasn't doing like over-the-top fills or anything, but he was doing more of the fills over the top of it as well. So,
and that's like Tommy. People saying, he's copying an Ace. No, he's fucking not. What? Because he's wearing his makeup and costume? He doesn't even look like Ace. Get over it. It's like what Bruce says. He doesn't look like Ace. I think now that Tommy had came out of his shell over the last couple of albums and started to show his technique. I liked Tommy when he was in Black and Blue.
Yeah.
Right? He was great. I mean, I bought you that CD.
The Black and Blue live album. Yeah.
From Detroit. And you also got the DVD they did in Japan, I believe.
Yeah.
We'd seen that, and he was having fun. Now, okay, it might be limited in Kiss because it's the way it is. They've got to play a certain way, but he's no Ace Frehley. He's Tommy Thayer. You know? But I get it. I mean, what I was about to say is that if Ace and Peter didn't join the band at the start, there would never have been a Kiss. I get that. They are more important to the next guy that's in the band, right?
Yeah.
But I will say this. It was always Gene and Paul's band from the get-go. Ace and Peter were hired hands. But the thing is...
hired hands, but more equal partners in the early days. There were 4
members cruising to a certain goal that they wanted to achieve. When Alive came out, that's when things start to break out. When they start to get more money involved and started to do the comic books and the movie, things just fell apart. And Peter Criss has said it a few times that around Destroyer, Ace Frehley wasn't around because he was too out of it at the time.
Yeah, and that's when they sort of started bringing in other guitar players to play on Destroyer.
Yeah.
They had Dick Wagner to play on some of the couple of tracks.
And to tell the truth, I couldn't care less who's playing the drums, who's playing the guitar, who's playing bass. I mean, I heard the stories that there's some songs or some albums, Gene's not playing the bass, and they've got Eric Carr playing bass and I Still Love You, and blah, blah, blah.
It's still a Kiss album.
It's still a Kiss album. It's like when I bought Psycho Circus the day on my birthday in 98. Even though it was supposed to be released on the 22nd of September, I actually got that album on the 21st on my birthday in 98. I cranked that in, and I'm saying, ooh, this is an album that's a cross between Revenge and Carnival of Souls. It just fits straight in between them because you've got the heavy riff
and Destroyer as well. There's a little bit of it.
And then I knew that when I played it back again, that wasn't Ace playing the guitar. That was somebody else, and I couldn't care less. But people are bringing up all these things like, you got to know who's playing the... No, I don't need to know who's playing the guitar. Why? Because it's bloody Kiss. Couldn't care less who's playing the freaking song. It's Kiss. And this is where someone's saying, what will happen if all the members, Gene and Paul, leave and it'll just be a full-pledged tribute band? I'll still follow them. It'll be different, but I'll still follow them.
Yeah.
You know? I mean...
Jane and Paul will probably be still there behind the scenes anyway, pulling strings.
You know, it is what it is, but I want to go...
And they possibly could still even if they do retire from live playing with the bands, may still write songs, some of the songs.
And here's another funny thing, David, from what happened out yesterday, that people want to sell their freaking Kiss memorabilia. And I was making a joke. I was making a joke up on my Facebook page.
Yeah, send some our way.
Yeah, send them our way. If you don't want it, fucking we'll pay for it. But the thing is, if you're done with Kiss because of what's happened, well, there's nothing we can do. You know, if you don't want to follow Kiss, well, fine. Find another band or find another disco
Band
rap artist to follow.
Yeah.
Go and follow the freaking Bus Stop Boys or whatever. I don't care. But why has this become such a big controversial thing? Because Ace has said. Now, did it surprise you that Ace came out and said this? No.
I knew something. Like when he said, "Oh, I've got an announcement to make regarding the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame." Even before I thought, "Oh, here we go. This is going to be something."
I knew there was something down the line that either June or Paul had some hands in the pudding and pulling the strings here, and people are blaming Paul that he wants to run it his way. Well, put yourself in Paul's shoes. You've been playing in the band for 40 years, but you're only going to be shown as, like I said,
the original members.
Yeah. And you've got to take it in consideration that he wants the band to be inducted as a whole.
Yeah, and all the members like Bruce and Eric Carr,
and Vinny and Mark St. John,
Eric Singer and Tommy Thayer.
Yeah, you know. Now whether and people are saying, "Oh, but they're going to induct in as original members. The original should play." Well, the funny thing about all this is, the Hall of Fame has agreed to it. That's the thing that's missing out. The Hall of Fame has agreed to allow this lineup to play because they want Kiss in makeup and costume. At the start, they wanted the 4 original members in makeup and costume, and hopefully they'll play together.
Because I think Paul's comments in Classic Rock were when he said he might not turn up, is because he's insisting that the current lineup play. And originally not going to let that happen, and that's why he's saying, "Well, stuff it. I might not turn up."
Exactly, and the Hall knows they need Kiss in there to bring the fans back into the museum.
They need
the money.
If Kiss were not to turn up, it would be a disaster. The Hall of Fame induction would be a disaster.
Will they do what Guns N' Roses did, like have the band turn up but not the lead singer?
Well, it looks like we could be facing the band Kiss turning up with only half the original members. We don't know, but as I've said, I hope things can be worked out to where a point where Ace and Peter do turn up to at least accept the award. Accept the induction into the Hall of Fame. Even if Kiss, no one from Kiss plays, and they have other bands playing the Kiss songs as a tribute to the band, I think that would work. Actually, for me, it would. Yeah. Seeing other artists playing Kiss songs, maybe not having Kiss play themselves.
Well, true, and then
it'd be interesting to see what other artists' interpretation of, say, Detroit Rock City or Rock and Roll All Night or Love Gun or anything like that, you know.
Well, what about the guitar player from Rush when they had the induction? All he did was 3-4 minutes, blah, 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 blah. I can see that happening too.
No, I don't think that'll happen. I don't think Kiss would do that.
I do.
That was fun. I must say that was funny when I heard that happen. Because apparently, Geddy Lee and Neil Peart didn't know that Alex was going to do that, and they're just sitting in the back behind and go, "What the hell?" And I think they wanted to.
They wanted to hit him over. But the thing is, Before this announcement was coming up on the radio, I put up a status that Kiss should play "Thou Shalt Not" from Revenge about kissing my ass. Now, our good friend Rachel Chava said that was a religious song. Yeah, I know it's a religious song, but if you take the religion thing out of it and change it into, make it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is basically trying to tell Kiss to kiss the ring on their hand.
Yeah.
And then kind of reconsider like they saying, "Oh, Kiss will never make it," and blah blah blah. Well,
they have.
What about the way? Well, if you change the lyrics, concept, story of it to the Hall of Fame, kindly reconsider your sins off your path. I say, "Mister, you can kindly kiss my ass." Why don't they turn around and say to the Hall of Fame, "Just kiss our ass. We never needed you. We never wanted you. We don't care what you think."
I wouldn't be surprised if there would be something like they'll thank everybody, and thank the fans, and thank everybody that's been in the band, but also give a backhander to the Hall of Fame. To be honest, I could see Paul actually doing that,
and Gene. I can see them both doing it.
Yeah.
But we do know this. Here's an update. We do know this, that Bruce Kulick will be there.
Yep.
And also, I do know that Steve Cornell will be there. He's looking for a date. I said, "I'll be your date if you send the ticket my way." He'll pay for the... Apparently he said he was going to pay for the plane ticket and stuff, if he can find the right woman. But, yeah. But no, Steve Cornell's going to be there. Paul said he'll be there. Gene said he'll be there. Whether or not they'll go up and accept the award or do whatever, who knows what's going on.
I'm sure they'll end up going up and accepting it.
People are saying, now check this out, David. I know this is going to boil your blood, and I reckon it's stupid what some of these fans are saying. People are saying that when they come out with the lineup they've got today, Kiss, they should have had Peter and Ace there to intimidate the shit out of them.
Yeah, that's stupid. And Ace has said he won't go up there and play with Eric and Tommy in the makeup at all. He said that yesterday.
And he said that again previously as well, yeah?
Yeah.
On the other episode.
He will not do it. Yeah. So, whether we get the... to be honest, I hope the band doesn't play at all. If it's going to be like that.
I said that.
Just go up and accept the award on behalf of us fans, and then maybe get other bands to pay tribute to them, like MTV Rock Icons.
I could see this also happening. They can do a private gig on their own, on the outskirts of New York City, a private gig. They've been known to do that lately. They've done one for the fashion show and whatnot. But I reckon what they'll probably do is, you're right, accept the award and leave. I reckon they'll probably do a private show somewhere. A private gig of about 200, 300. All the intimate friends and, their fans and the record company executive, and just have a little get-together of the band 40 years and just do a little private gig. I see that happening.
But, as Paul said on Twitter, we don't know. We've got no idea what they're currently planning. And as Shannon said today that don't always believe what you hear and read, and hopefully things can be turned around, that Ace and Peter are there and somehow there'll be some sort of performance, even though I just said that.
Do you think they could also tarnish their induction altogether?
I think it could, but it's already sort of tarnishing it right now, but I just hope that they, it is what it is, and I'll still, it'd be great to see it, as it's more about the band as a whole. So to me, I'm just glad that the Kiss is finally in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, whatever frickin' lineup it is.
Yeah.
Kiss is finally being acknowledged by the establishment, and they've never been a band about the establishment.
And people are saying, I've got a lot that came through yesterday. People were saying, "Oh, Kiss have never been worried about making hits on the last 2 studio albums. There weren't many hits on there." And I'm saying, well, when has Kiss have ever considered to be looking for hits on an album?
No band has ever written an album
For
looking
hits.
looking for hits. If
they wanted to be a hit,
you just write songs to be happy with in yourself of what you're writing. If you're happy with the songs yourself, then people come along and may like it too. You know.
well, you're not necessarily going to write a song about a prostitute and make it a hit out of it, are you?
No, not. Yeah.
You know, especially off the first album, Nothing to Lose, or talking about anal sex. Is that going to be a hit song?
I think they got banned from being on radio or something. I think too.
Exactly right. And we will go on that. 40 years on the 18th, a couple of days ago, 5 days ago. Actually, it was 40 years off the first album.
It's
still standing the test of time now, and most of the songs are still played in concerts as we speak.
And it's good to hear that album played in full last weekend. For me, as you know, I went to a show here in Melbourne at the Cherry Bar where they played the whole first Kiss album in its entirety, including Kiss in Time, Love Theme from Kiss, all those ones as well. It was good to hear and celebrate the first album, 40 years of recorded Kiss music.
And I know it was packed, and I haven't seen any photos yet because no one can took any photos because it was too bloody packed. Everyone bumping into each other.
Too packed, and
And that, but congratulations to Kiss for 40th anniversary of that first album. But there's something that came up just about 2 hours ago that of Gene and Paul's head, and they're still playing songs of Shock Me and Deuce and all those, but they won't have Ace and Peter up. Forget about it, people. Listen, if Gene and Paul are an arsehole in this, well, at least they're doing something right. If they're doing it right. At least they've been playing as an arsehole for 40 years. They get over it. What's new? They've been an arsehole for 40, 50 years. They don't care. Because
they've got to be happy with them themselves.
Exactly. And I will say this.
Why, if they've got beef with somebody, you've got to be happy within what you're doing before you can project it out and have everybody else happy with you.
Exactly. And I will say this. Put yourself in Paul's position when he was going to Gene in the reunion after the MTV, saying, "Oh, we're going to play with Peter and Ace for the..." Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Playing with Peter and Ace. Gene was adamant that he didn't want it to happen. He said, no, I don't want it to happen. And Paul was saying, "No, come on, Gene, it's going to be great, Well, he bit his own words because the demons came back in, the same crap went through the back door. Now, Paul doesn't want this to happen, but Gene does. But I will say this. Before the Kiss cruise last year and before Kiss got even inducted in, Gene was saying that he doesn't want to play on the stage with Paul and Peter and Ace. And then he said, yes, they will be there, blah, blah, blah. But who knows what's going on behind it all?
We don't know. It's not. It's not over until it's over. And we'll find out in April the 10th when.
Yeah. And another thing, with this statement about the fans want us to play with Here and We Obey, do you really think after 40 years that the Kiss machine's been listening to the fans? Of course not.
In some part they.
In some parts they have.
They do, but in the end, they've got to be happy with what they're doing first.
We want songs to be played in a set list and that, but those songs don't. It's like last week, and we are going to talk about, right? What Bruce said. We all entitled to our own opinion, and everyone has their own expectations. But when those expectations do not meet, be respectful that the reason why some of these expectations do not get met, there may be a reason behind it. You know, we don't always get what we want. And that has taught me a lot this week, David,
wish people would just be happy that the band's still around.
Yep.
A lot of bands don't freaking last 40 years.
Yep.
Especially with like the same lineup anyway.
Yep.
Rolling Stones it didn't last.
How many lineup changes?
40 years with the original lineup. Does everybody going bullshit? You know, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards that Mick Jones's or Mick Taylor's wasn't in the band and all that sort of crap.
And guess what, David? This is what makes me laugh. As soon as they come on tour, they buy a fucking ticket to see them. I mean, the Adelaide Oval, right? It's official opening for Adelaide Oval. The first band that's playing there is the Rolling Stones for the 50th anniversary tour. Within 15 minutes, it's sold out. Now, they're releasing new tickets in a couple of weeks' time. They'll have another release of general admission tickets and whatnot. But I agree with you. They always arcing up and saying, oh, it's not the original members or the different lineup and that. Cool. But they're the same people that go out and buy these fucking tickets or merchandise or whatever it is. If you don't like the band, fuck off and find another band to like or bash about. If you don't like it, okay, I understand. It's not there for everyone to like. You don't have to like everything Kiss does or Rolling Stone does.
And don't bash us for like, the fans that do like the current lineup. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that the band's still around so I can see them play.
Well, it's like I searched, David. How many drummers have been through?
Members in total, you mean?
Members in total. Sorry.
They probably have more members in the band than what Kiss has. I mean, to people, it's not Ice Earth because John Greeley isn't on vocals.
Well, it's like my partner. You know my partner, Dave, and my wife to be. We're going to be married. Yeah. Oh, newsflash! We're going to be married on the 30th of August. We had to book it in because the priest, who is Shay's father, had told us on Wednesday that we had to lock in our date, so we had to do that. But fans, I'm getting married on the 30th of August. But say that. Going back to my partner.
Talking to you more about this off air too.
Yeah. But my partner, who's like Nightwish, they've changed 3 singers. Now, there was a bit of a backlash over when Taj first left, and there was a bit of a backlash when Annette was fired from the band. But when Floor came in, she got a little bit at the start, but it's died down. There hasn't been much backlash going for Nightwish lately. And then we saw Nightwish last year, and there was a bit of Twitter war at the venue when we were lining up, but it died down. But they don't get as much shit with fucking what Kiss. I'll say this: Kiss has got the most controversial fans probably in the world. You know, it's not about.
You don't get this enough. Like even Black Label Society. I mean, they've just changed members recently, and it hasn't been as. I mean, it hasn't been the controversy over like Kiss has.
No.
People are still sad that, say, Nick Canonice left Black Label and all that, but it has nowhere been the amount of controversy that over that than what Kiss is. I mean,
and I think I know why, though.
And they're passionate. Yeah. Tell you now, Black Label fans, which includes myself.
Yep.
I mean, there's not so much bullshit.
And we know why the bullshit, David, is because of makeup. We know that.
Yeah.
You know? You didn't these fans didn't arc up when not Ace and Peter, when Eric Carr came. Oh, that's because they had their own persona. But really, did that persona work? It was only around for 3 years. And how many tours did they do in that persona? 2. Especially Vinnie Vincent, 1.
Yeah.
The persona didn't actually go on for long enough. I mean, we love Eric Carr. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
But seriously, he only played 2 tours in that makeup. Vinnie Vincent played only one. It didn't. No one gave it a test of time, and also the kids were on there running their last legs in that time as well. They were running, and it was the time when they had to take the makeup off. People were saying, "Oh, why don't they take the makeup off now?" Well, I can just tell you the reason why they won't do it. It's a marketing brand now. It's a marketing thing. That's the reason why they put the makeup back on in the reunion, because they knew the market was going to sell. And also, Kiss was basically going down the gurgler around 96 because they're running out of money. So they needed something, and putting the makeup on, they knew it's a big spender, and it's been here to stay. Who cares that Tommy and Eric is in the makeup? They're doing a job. Eric will get off the stage, and I can guarantee you, when he gets off that stage, he wants to play another gig.
Yeah, he's such an energetic guy.
Yeah, like an energizer bunny. But, fans, if you want to turn away from our podcast because of what we're talking about, who cares? Go. We don't care. But if you want to hand in your memorabilia up, give it to Dave and I. We'll gladly take it. If you want to hand in your membership, your Kiss Army membership, all means do that too. We don't care. But if you're going to sookie la about because of what Ace said, well, do it. Do it in your own time.
And I still love Ace, and I'm still going to support Ace till he decides to hang up the guitar and all that and not play anymore. And I'm really looking forward to his new album. What he said, he was working with Kevin Churko, who did the Ozzy Osbourne Black Rain album. So it should be interesting. It should be good.
Also, get onto a positive, Dave, and I've been asked to plug this.
Yep.
Todd Howarth and John Reagan had joined forces again.
Right. When I saw that, I thought, awesome.
4 by Fate.
Instead, Howland, who played with Wasp. Wasp. He was in Wasp. He played on the Crimson Idol tour, I believe, the original Crimson Idol tour.
And Sean Kelly.
Now, I know he played on the World with Heroes, Mitch Fon's World with Heroes tribute set. What's his background as far as?
I think he played a lot with similar role what he's done. I did see the interview that it was done by Mitch LaFon just a couple of weeks ago, but because it's early hours, was just hit afternoon. My brain's just been blank because of what's been happening in the last 24 hours. But if you can just look that up on Sean Kelly, I'm not saying I don't know Sean Kelly, just my mind is blank and whatnot, but I've been told to plug it in and to help people. Go to 4 by Fate. It's featuring Todd Howarth and John Reagan, Sean Kelly, and that other member you just mentioned, Dave.
Stet Howland, yeah.
Stet Howland. Go there. They're in the recording process of doing
and
rehearsals.
It's not Sean Kelly, the Australian musician, either.
No, it's American. They are planning a tour and some gigs up in America. I did pump out to Todd Howard 2 nights ago. Come to Australia, and we will be there, David, with our bells on. So, who knows? They might head to Australia. Who knows?
Wait, what did Todd say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I think he's keeping it as a surprise, but it's all on the early days yet. But they've got a lot of work cut out for them. They're doing some rehearsals in the studio and cutting down some tracks, music. Cutting down some tracks and whatnot. But
hang on, actually, people, if you go to 4 by Fate's Facebook page, there is a video of Todd playing his keyboards. There, it says just a very little something while going over tunes today.
Great from the iPhone, no fills.
Yeah, it looks. It's he's playing some song. I'll have a listen to it when we get off.
I think you put up a teaser yesterday before this Ace interview had
Oh
over.
shit! No, it was actually put up 42 minutes ago.
Yeah, but he put a teaser up about this. He was playing a song and was going to do a video that had the word over in it. I think it's over now.
Yeah, I think they may, redo. I don't know. It sounds like they will be playing some Frilly's Comment stuff and all, which would be cool. But
well, especially the ones that Todd wrote too. That was good.
Yeah, well, of course they can do that. And, whether they play any WAF stuff, I don't know. I doubt it.
Well, yeah, they can because Todd music lately been pretty heavy. They can do.
Yeah, but whether they do play anything from Crimson Isle, because don't know whether Todd can sing like Blackie Lawless.
It might be somebody else to sing in the band.
No, yeah, don't know whether anybody can sing like Blackie.
Don't have to.
I know, but to make it sound good, you know what I mean. Yeah, but no, that would be a great band. I'm looking forward to hearing stuff from them.
Yeah, so go to 4x Facebook page and tell them that
we'll put it up. We'll put a link up again to 4x on our Facebook page, people. So if you want to, you don't know where to go, just go to our page and we'll put up a link to 4x.
And just some breaking news, David, just between you and we're going to say it on air. I did say to John Reagan, congratulations on getting the band together, and we'll love to have you back on, and they're going to come back on.
Sweet.
So we might get 4x on our show. So
cool.
Might do it as a side project that we've been working on, but if they do it for this show, well, more the merrier. But I think that will wrap it up. We've been copying a lot of flack over the last couple of, especially myself and my war about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But I just love to stir things up and keep everyone on their toes and whatnot. Yeah. But you got to look at it this way. I'm a joker. I love doing it, but I don't hate Peter. I don't hate Ace.
No, Peter, Jamie, even me. I still love after all that's gone on with this band.
Yep.
I still love Ace and Peter as much as I ever did. Things happen for a reason. It doesn't mean that we like them any less.
No. But also we got a shout out from Kiss Army Iceland because we made a shout out last episode. Awesome. So thank you for giving them a shout out on the last episode. We're honoured to do that shout out for you, and anybody else that wants us to do a shout out, please let us know. We'll put you up on the next show and whatnot if we can get around to it and that. But please, all mean, go to our Facebook page, Krazy Knights, for the Australian Kiss podcast. Go there. And
support our page and support our good friends over at East Coast Kiss Tribute.
Yeah, East Coast Tribute, we've been showing their episodes every week, every episode that they've made. So go over their page and give them a bit of a boost as well. Also, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to us at Krazy Knights 1 YouTube channel. We've got a new layout now, and people love it, David. That's probably what boosts up the thing. They love our new layout and the new look that we've got, the intro and outro and all these little things. They love it. So
cool.
Helzig, the fan that did that, thank you once again.
Thanks, brother.
Also, go to our Twitter page at Krazy Knights 1 at Twitter, and Bruce Kulick has tweeted that episode on there as well, and we retweeted already, and yeah, like I said, we're over 1,000 views already, and keep it growing, guys, and keep showing your support. And we are up on Spreaker again, and we're going back onto iTunes as well. So getting everything back up to where it was before with a brand new layout. And also, we'll say this, there's going to be, in about 5-6 months' time, a brand new website that will be launched for Krazy Knights. I'm in the process of doing it, and let me tell you something. It's looking phenomenal. It's only early days yet, but when we launch it and set it live
give us a look before.
Yeah, we will. I can't do it here because it's in the office back in the city. Yeah. But when I put it up, you'll get the first look, David, of always.
Send us a link through email or something.
I'll probably take a photo of it. I'll take a photo of it because the way the setup is in the office.
Cool.
No,
that's fine. Yeah.
But you'll like it, and also there'll be another website that we are working on as well, and a lot of things are happening, but we're taking it slowly. It's our rest day. I'm not doing any homework, what they say. I'm not doing anything today. Just kicking back and relaxing. But yeah, that's our intake of the review of the Australia announcement. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. But leave your comments as always, and share your opinions and your thoughts about it. I know there's a lot of opinions been going around the book, but yeah, just be happy that Kiss are in there. That's all we can say. But anyway, Dave, I think we better wrap this up. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
And join us next week as we talk more about Kiss. So catch you, Dave.
See you later, people.
See you guys. Bye.